konnichiwa.
She said konnichiwa.
Hello everyone to all the language konnichiwa. 皆さんこんにちは。Konnichiwa, hello everyone to all the language learners out there and culture enthusiasts, language enthusiasts, and a Japanese culture lover. Nippon! Today, we're going to learn the most important thing in any language when you're learning a new language. You want to learn 5W. What, where, who, when, why.
And sometimes how.
And this is the foundation to be able to ask people questions, to be able to understand conversations, and to be able to ask and answer questions. Does that make sense? So, today we are going to go over this 5 questions very quickly, and I hope to be able to give you some good examples, and you can learn Japanese just like I'm learning other languages. And if you want to stay tuned in my language diary, where I try to write my diary in another language every day, especially right now I'm trying to learn Polish and Russian, but if you like to stay tuned in that, please subscribe to my channel. This question, the first question is what? What? You might already know this if you watch anime. Nani? 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 Nani sore means what is that? Nani kore is what is this? Nani sore? Nani kore? Nani sore? Nani kore? You might have heard people have the meme that says Nani?
ほどにも聞かんわい。お前はもう死んでいる。何?
That is nani. So nani means what? Nani? Nani sore? Nani kore? What is this? What is that? Kore is this. Sore is that.
So a good way to remember nani kore is this famous show called Nani Kore Chinhyakke. Nani Kore Chinhyakke meaning what? Nani means what? Kore like that. And then this is a Chinese character you don't really have to remember, but in order to remember kore, that's a really good way to remember. This show is a very famous show. If you mention that you know this, any Japanese girl, guy will love you. This show is about finding weird things in Japan. It's one of the popular shows. I love the intro.
Nani shiteru no? Nani shiteru no means what are you doing? Nani shiteru no? Nani shiteru no? What are you doing? Nani tabeteru no? Means what are you eating? Nani shitai is like what do you want to do? Nani shitai? What do you want to do? Nani shitai? Kyou wa nani shitai desu ka? Today, what do you want to do? Kyou wa nani shitai desu ka? Kyou wa nani shitai desu ka? 今日は何したいですか? What do you want to do today? 明日は何したいですか? What do you want to do tomorrow? 来週は何したいですか? What do you want to do next week? 今週は何したいですか? So these are all great examples of things that you can keep in mind when you are asking or answering questions. It is very important to know the word nani because it is the foundation to many questions and you'll hear it all the time. Not just in the meme. Not just in the meme. It is not just a meme, okay? It is a language.
Nani?
Okay, so that's nani. Next question is nande? 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 Nande means why. Dlaczego? Почему? 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 Почему is nande in Russian. Dlaczego is nande in Polish. Nande means why. Like nande is why. Nande それを食べたの? Why did you just eat that? なんで日本語を勉強してるの? なんで日本語を勉強したいんですか? Why do you want to learn Japanese? なんで東京に来たんですか? Why did you come to Tokyo? なんで日本に引っ越したんですか? Why did you move to Japan? なんで今旅行してるんですか? Why are you traveling right now? なんでこの動画を見てるんですか? Why are you watching this video right now? なんでサブスクライブしてないんですか? Why haven't you subscribed? なんで私のこと好きじゃないの? Why do you not like me? なんで彼女が好きなの? Why do you like her? なんで別れないといけないの? なんで別れないといけない? It's like, why do we need to break up? なんで So nande is why, but just like there's a difference between nande, why, and how come in English, there's another word for nande in Japanese, which is どうして どうして So everything we just said right now, all the examples, we can replace them with どうして It just sounds a little bit different. なんで sounds a little bit more interrogating. Just like when you ask why, it sounds, a little bit strong. But when you ask how come, it sounds a little bit more soft and weak. And apparently there's a psychological fact into this that Chris Voss said.
When you're a little kid and you broke something, the nearest adult next to you said, "Why did you do that?" And you learned over and over and over, it got drilled into your head that when somebody asks you why, you just made a mistake. And even as an adult, when someone does something that we disagree with, the first thing we say is, "Why'd you do that?" So even if I genuinely want to know why, even if I'm genuinely not accusing you, you're already battered by the word. So when I use it, it's automatically going to make you defensive.
But どうして is another word you can use. どうして日本に来たんですかどうして日本に来たんですかどうして日本語を勉強してるんですかどうして日本語を勉強してるんですかどうしてあなたは彼女を好きなんですかどうしてあなたは私のことを好きなんですかどうしてあなたは日本に引っ越したいんですかどうしてアラームが鳴ってるんですかどうしてコメントをしてないんですか Peter なんであなたは私のことを好きなんですか
Hi.
I said, why do you like me? なんでなんで
Because you're pretty and you're talented and wonderful.
You don't have to say that. なんでおにぎりを買ったんですかなんでおにぎりを買ったんですか Why did you buy おにぎりどうしてそれしたのどうしてそれしたの It's like, why did you do that? どうしてそう思うんですかどうしてそう思うんですか is a good question. どうしてそう思う means like, why do you think that way? どうしてそう思うんですか Now we covered what and why, what, where. Actually, sorry, I should have said where. So what, where? Where is the next question. Where is どこ Gdzie in Polish, gdzie in Russian. どこ is where. どこ行ってたの means where were you? どこ行ってたのどこ行ってましたか That's a formal way to say where were you? どこに行きたいですか Where do you want to go? どこに行くOh, that was a crow. 今カラスどこにカラスが行くんだろうどこに行きたい今日どこに行きたい海外旅行どこ行きたいですか means like if you were to travel outside like 海外 means foreign where do you want to go どこ行きたいどこ行くトイレどこですか That's a really important one トイレどこですかコンビニどこですかトイレどこですかコンビニどこですか Now you can travel in Japanホテルどこですか So those are all important questions. If you know どこ, you can navigate and find the washroom. No problem. Okay, so どこ What, where, who, кто in Russian and Polish is same. Кто means who. Who in Japanese is 誰ですか Who are you? 誰ですかその女性は誰ですか I was like, who is that woman? その女性は誰ですか Who is that woman? その人誰ですか Who is that person? 誰ですか is just like a way to ask question. 誰ですか You can just say 誰 and people will understand. You don't want to say to the person you want to know the name, like, who are you? 誰 You don't say that. In order to use 誰, you usually use it to talk about a third party or talk about someone who might not be in the room. So 誰と旅行するの Who do you want to go travel with? 誰と旅行するの誰と日本に引っ越すんですか Who are you going to move to Japan with? 誰と日本に行くんですか Who are you going to go to Japan with? So, okay, 誰 So what, where, who, went, why, okay? Oh, and how. Don't forget how. How is どうやって鍵を開けるんですか How do I open the door? どうやってドアを開けるんですか How do I open the door? どうやってこれを食べるんですか How do I eat this? どうやってこれを飲むんですか How do I drink this? どうやってそこに行くんですか How do I get there? そこに行く。どうやって動画を撮るんですか How do you film a video? で、どうやってお風呂に入るんですか Yesterday I took my boyfriend to a Japanese hot spring for the first time. he had to ask, how do you do this? Like, how do you just go into a public hot spring in Japan? And I had to explain to him, どうやってお風呂に入るんですか? どうやってお風呂に入るんですか? You can use that question to either someone you're going with or someone who might be there who is naked, that don't know how to go into a hot spring onsen, and you want to ask a local Japanese person, how do you do this? You can say, どうやってお風呂に入るんですか? But I think the most important sentences from どうやって is どうやってそこに行くんですか? How do you get there? どうやってこれを食べるんですか? How do you eat this? どうやってお祈りするんですか? It's like, how do you pray? どうやって Those are the most important word you need to know when you're asking any questions in Japanese, and that's the foundation, and that is the W5 in Japanese. And I think if you know that word, you are off to knowing most of the Japanese sentence, and you can understand what?
おにぎりを食べませんか? おにぎりを食べませんか?
なんで? Why? お腹空いてます。そう、おにぎりどうやって食べるんですか? おにぎり How do I eat rice balls? Mr. Gaijin. どうやっておにぎり食べるんですか? How do you... He's hungry, okay. How do you eat rice ball, Mr. Gaijin?
Put it in your mouth and then swallow it.
どうやっておにぎりを食べるんですか? That's just some bonus example words. どうやって Mr. Gaijin, どうやってお風呂に入るんですか? I say, how do you go inside the bath? How do you go into an onsen, like a hot spring?
Walk in.
Mr. Gaijin. どうやって英語を話すんですか? How do you speak English?
You learn it first and then you say it. Use your vocal cords to make sounds.
Mr. Gaijin. どうやって日本に住むんですか? How do you live in Japan?
First have to buy a ticket and get here.
Mr. Gaijin.
Afterwards you can figure it out.
Mr.
Like one of
Gaijin.
our friends did.
Yeah, and he doesn't know where to live or he doesn't have a job right now. But if you want to live in Japan and if you have hope and some savings, you can do it, just like our friend did.
Believe. I know that sounds like a cat poster, but it's true.
Mr. Gaijin, なんであなたは白いんですか?
Why something?
Why are you white?
I was born this way. Born this way.
Mr. Gaijin, なんであなたは日本人と付き合ってるんですか? Why are you dating a Japanese girl?
Because she's beautiful.
Mr. Gaijin, なんであなたはまだここにいるんですか? Why are you still here?
Because you asked me questions.
Hi, okay, so those are the most important questions you need to know. Most important words that you need to know when you're asking questions. Those are the W5 in Japanese. And I hope you enjoy this video. And if you like to learn more about languages and cultures, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are interested in marketing though, and business, I actually have a marketing agency. And I have 14 clients there. Woo woo! And I am growing and I am growing. And I have a tutorial and videos and a weekly ad review that I like to do where I review different ads from different countries and also different industries. And if you're looking for someone to run your digital marketing, your Facebook ads, Google ads, your Instagram ads, not posting, but Instagram ads or YouTube ads, even this one, hello. Can you book a call with me? Please don't book a call if you are not interested in business though. Anyways, bye-bye. Bye-bye. ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。Means thank you. また見てください。Please watch again. これからもよろしくお願いします。Meaning, I hope to be able to have good relationships with you in the future. これからもよろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。
Okay, thank you.